So standing hip abduction is an exercise that is targeting our glute medius. That is one of the three glute muscles that is really more so on the side of our hip, and it helps stabilize our pelvis when we're doing a ton of motions, including walking. Right? So when I'm doing this, all that I'm doing is I'm raising my hip to the side, but a little bit behind. Okay, so I always like to say that when you're doing this, imagine you're raising your hip southwest and southeast rather than truly east and west. Because when we go truly east and west, it starts to get a little bit, you may feel this a little bit in the hip flexor or the TFL and this type of area. And that's not going to allow us to get as good of a contraction in that glute medius. By going in more of this southwest and southeast angle, you're going to feel that in that glute medius on the side of your hip. So when I raise this up, you should be feeling that right in the side. Squeeze that glute medius as you do this. Get really familiar with that muscle, and then hold this for whatever the prescribed time is, and come back on the foot that's on the ground, because this is a little bit of a balance exercise. You want to imagine your foot is that tripod where you got the big toe down, pinky toe down, and the heel down as well. Imagine your feet are splaying to create a very wide base of support, and then that allows you a little bit more balance as you do this exercise. The final thing to keep in mind, you are going to get a little bit bent at the hip and the knee in order to do this. That's okay. It'd be a hard time to do a really good contraction if you're standing fully straight up. So you are going to have a little bit of a bend at the hip, so that way we can get a better contraction at that glute medius. That's how you do standing hip abduction.